Stoicism is an ancient philosophical school that teaches resilience in the face of adversity and maintaining inner peace. Stoic thought emphasizes not allowing external conditions to make us unhappy and standing strong against the inevitable hardships of life. Here are some methods in line with the fundamental principles of Stoicism for standing strong against sorrows. Focus on what you can control. Stoics point out that there are things in life we can control and things we cannot. Invest your energy, thoughts, emotions, and actions in areas you can control. Accepting that we have no direct control over external conditions and other people's actions helps us find inner peace. Control over thoughts. Stoic philosophy highlights that our thoughts are our true power and the key to maintaining our happiness despite any external conditions lies in managing our own thoughts. By working on our thoughts, we can change our reactions to events and develop a more positive outlook. This requires practical self-awareness and continuous introspection. Asking ourselves why we feel or think a certain way helps us understand the origin of our thoughts and redirect them in healthier ways. Control over emotions. Stoics assert that our emotions largely stem from our thoughts, and thus we can have some degree of control over our emotions. Understanding and managing our emotional reactions is a crucial part of Stoic practices. For instance, when we feel anger or disappointment, questioning the underlying thoughts and viewing the events from a different perspective can mitigate our emotional responses. This process aids in developing our emotional intelligence and achieving a more balanced state of mind. Control over actions. We have absolute control over our actions. Stoicism teaches that our actions should align with our values and principles, acting in ways we believe to be right despite external pressures. Choosing our actions consciously empowers us to direct our lives. This is especially important when facing challenges and feeling pressured. Our control over our actions acts as a fortress, protecting us from the chaos of the external world. Application in relationships. Our ability to control our actions can also positively affect our relationships. Although we have no direct control over the actions of others, we can control how we respond to them and how we communicate. Developing skills like empathy, open communication, and setting boundaries helps us build and maintain healthy relationships. Resilience against hardships. Focusing on what we can control makes us more resilient in the face of the hardships we encounter in our lives. This helps us find the necessary inner resources to overcome challenges. Viewing every challenge as an opportunity for personal growth and development enhances our ability to cope with the inevitable difficulties of life. The principle of focusing on what we can control in Stoic philosophy provides us with a practical way to stand strong against the challenges we face in life. Managing our thoughts, emotions, and actions consciously takes control of our lives and finds inner peace. This principle not only affects our individual well-being, but can also positively impact our relationships and interactions within society. Stoicism teaches that it is possible to find peace and happiness even in difficult times, but this requires continuous self-awareness, self-discipline, and internal work. Accept the nature of external things. Stoicism teaches that everything from the external world is temporary, and we should not overly attach ourselves to these things. What we label as good or bad are natural parts of life. Accept them as they are and adapt to the flow of life. The temporality of the external world. Stoic philosophy places great importance on the changing nature of the external world. It teaches that everything has a beginning and an end, thus clinging tightly to any external situation or material possession is illogical. This temporality is not limited to material things. Relationships, successes, even pains and difficulties are all transient aspects of life. Internalizing this fact allows us to adapt more harmoniously to the flow of life. Good or bad labels. Stoicism argues that what we label as good or bad are subjective assessments based on our individual perceptions and societal norms. However, understanding that these labels do not change the reality, but only affect how we respond to events or situations is important. Stoics recommend accepting everything from the external world as neutral and not imposing meanings on them. This allows us to be more flexible in the face of life's difficulties and not tie our happiness to external conditions, adapting to the flow of life. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of adapting to the natural flow of life. This means accepting every situation we encounter and living in harmony with them. Instead of resisting, accept situations as they are and learn from them. This approach allows us to embrace the changes life brings, making us more flexible and resilient individuals because we no longer allow external conditions to shake us, not overly attaching. This principle of Stoicism also highlights the dangers of overly attaching to material possessions, status, or the approval of others. Such attachments can lead us to relinquish control of our lives to external factors. Stoics teach that true happiness and inner peace can be found independently of external conditions. By focusing on our values and virtues, we can build a solid internal foundation, unaffected by the variability of the external world. Practical applications. How can we integrate this principle into our daily lives? The first step might be recognizing the temporality and neutral nature of external events in our daily experiences. Meditation or mindfulness practices can help us focus on the present moment and distance ourselves from the effects of the external world. Additionally, practices of daily reflection or journaling allow us to think deeply about the challenges we face and our responses to them. In conclusion, the Stoic principle of accepting the nature of external things offers us a strong guide in the face of life's inevitable changes and challenges. By reminding us that everything from the external world is temporary, and therefore we should not overly attach ourselves. This philosophy provides a valuable perspective on finding inner peace and happiness. Understand the value of the present moment. Instead of getting caught up in past regrets or future worries, focus on the present moment. Stoics emphasize the value of the present moment and that it is the only true moment in our lives. The importance of understanding the present moment. Stoicism teaches that life, by its nature, is variable and temporary. The past cannot be changed, and the future is uncertain and beyond our control. The only real thing is the moment we are living in right now. Focusing on the present moment offers us the opportunity to fully experience the life that unfolds before us and to experience the peace and happiness that the moment brings. Practices for focusing on the present moment. Mindfulness. Practices. Daily mindfulness. Meditation is one of the effective ways to learn to focus on the present moment. This means directing your thoughts to the current experience and clearing your mind of thoughts wandering to the past or future. Focus on your breath. Breathing is one of the simplest and most powerful tools you can use to return to the present moment. Deep breathing calms your mind and helps you focus on the current experience. Focus on a single task. Multitasking can scatter our attention, causing us to miss the value of the present moment. Focusing entirely on one task or activity can make that moment more meaningful and satisfying. Spend time in nature. Spending time in nature is a wonderful way to experience the beauty and peace of the present moment. Paying attention to the sounds, colors, and scents of nature can help you connect more with your current existence. The effects of the present moment on our lives. Focusing on the present moment not only provides a sense of inner peace and happiness, but also helps reduce our stress and anxiety levels. By moving away from past regrets and future uncertainties, we live every moment more fully. This approach strengthens our relationships because we give our full attention to our loved ones and improve the quality of the time we spend with them. Additionally, focusing on the present moment can enhance our creativity and problem-solving skills because our minds become more open and responsive to the current situation. In conclusion, the principle of understanding the value of the present moment is one of the most valuable lessons Stoic philosophy can offer us. This principle allows us to accept the transience of life and to fully live each moment. By focusing on the present moment, we can improve the quality of our lives, leading to a happier and more meaningful existence. These methods can help you become more resilient against sorrows and lead a stoic life. The most important thing to remember is that change and difficulties are natural parts of life, and how we deal with these situations defines us.